answer the question why people don't want to have kids or why cannot afford it, it's this number right here. 1955, the fertility rate around the world was 5, which is insane. I heard some people that says that people who don't want to have kids are selfish, but I would say also people who have too many kids are also selfish, because look how chaotic the world became just because other people decided to just have like 5, 6, 7. Sometimes I heard some people say 10. They have 10 brothers, 10 sisters. So I would also call those people selfish too, because you kind of take away the chance from the next generation to have kids, because you're gonna have so many at once, so quickly, and the system that are in place cannot assimilate all of them, and they're gonna make chaos, disasters, and misery, pretty much. Now, the main reason I would say I will be agree with my viewers when they comment and they say the financial, it's pretty much the main one, and I would say yes, but also I would say there are other reasons. Another one is pretty much everybody, especially with the social media, kind of saw how exactly the world it is, what secrets the government hide from us, and how actually the world it is like. And also I would add a huge important one: when we see those governments that just knocking on your door and just crush your door, enter to them with, let's say they have a warning, so pretty much a piece of paper that's gonna say we can do whatever they want with you, you have no say in anything. I think people that are kind of sick of that and just decided to not bring someone else in this world, especially their kid, and to have pretty much the same experience, or who knows, even worse. That's another reason I would say. Also the main one, again, bureaucracy. Once again, they pretty much force you to give that kid an institution as fast as possible, from 5 years old, for 3 years old, for 4 years old. They just force you to just, even for 2 years old, just pretty much placement in a facility of the government that they're gonna take care of them. And people those days, they're gonna say, yeah, okay, it's fine, then actually ask for it because they want to go back to the job, because they have to make money, because everything became so expensive. So it is wheel that never stops, and it's not just one problem, it's pretty much 150,000 problems at once, and probably it's not gonna fix it anyway. So one of the main reasons that is pretty much the word in this chaos is this number right here, and you can see 1955, 2.7 billion people. That was a pretty much, I would say, a healthy number, but now we have to be 8.2. So again, look at this, rising in numbers. 1970, the highest numbers, 2.07 yearly change. So you have a lot of people, 72 million, but the height of the people, I would say, it was in 1999, right before the Soviet collapses, with almost 100 million, again 100 million people coming new in this world in one single year. That's insane, to have 100 million people just pretty much arrive at the Earth's door and gonna say, hey, we're gonna be here, we're gonna live for the next 80 years. So those numbers right here, like I say, those numbers pretty much put everybody in the knees. You have these numbers here too, and now of course you can look at the yearly changing. Yes, the fertility rate going down, but still very high for what we have now. Not for sustainable is very good, but from 8.2 it's extremely high, and you see the yearly changes going down, which is a good sign. Also the people who are coming in the world, they're decreasing pretty much. We have another one here, which is 2015. For whatever reason, they have almost another 90 million people just coming to the world, but now they kind of go down, and they continue to go down with time. But of course, for our generation, for us, it's too late already. But who knows, maybe for the next century it's gonna be a much cleaner one, let's say. But back to the why people don't have kids, I would say pretty much financial, last pretty much hope in the world. Another reason I would say, like I say, bureaucracy, and the fact that pretty much you make your kids, but it's not yours. It's pretty much the government. They have the power to take it away from you as many times as they want, and even for permanent reason. So that's another issue. So it doesn't matter if you make them, it's not yours, it's always the government, and this is how they play it. That's my opinion. Now even if you agree or not, the situation is pretty much the same. People choose not to have kids, especially in the developed world, when they actually have access to much more information, and a lot of them they travel, a lot of them they see more, and they decided, okay, it's not a world actually great for a kid. And those who still have a lot of kids, which is pretty much, let's look back here, look at this, the fertility rate 4 in Africa. So those undeveloped worlds usually have more kids. The rest of them, and Oceania, well, Oceania is pretty much from the, I would say, from the migrants. Look at this form of migrants. But Asia, Europe doesn't even matter anymore, and also Latin America and Caribbean 1.8, even North America 1.6. But North America has the biggest migration. Then we have in Europe, which is not gonna save us, and pretty much Oceania, and the rest of them is just pretty much on a minus. So you can see which countries, people, which continents, not even countries, which continents people try to live. The first one is Asia with 2.3 million people, so insane number. Second one is Africa, which I was expected to be much higher, but to have that fertility rate at 4, so it's huge again. And Latin America and Caribbean with not that many, but still, I would say a healthy number. Now, like I say, for Europeans, it doesn't matter, even with huge migration. Look at this, 1.5 million every year, 1.5 million entire Europe. They're still going down. So it doesn't matter what they do. Population in Europe, it is going down. The rest of them slowing down, and also they're gonna go down pretty soon. So that's you're gonna see the first continent, it is Europe, which shows that's why you have so many regulation and bureaucracy. It's gonna be the first one who take the hit. So people are not choosing to have kids because of the way the European works. They say they protect the family and kids, but they make so many laws here, it's impossible to have one. But nobody thinks of that. Oh, probably, who knows, maybe it's actually that's the interest, not having that many kids, which I get that, but it's a difference between have no kids and having 1 or 2 kids, which I think the European didn't understand that. But we're gonna see how they play in the future. Right now, they're just trying to replace the population with migration, with pretty much no boundaries whatsoever, and even doesn't matter which country it is. The people itself have no say in that, so that's another way. When people see those things, that doesn't matter what they vote, doesn't matter what they do, they still have zero power. They choose to not have kids in the first place, because who wants to bring their kids in this world like this? So yeah, I would say that's the reason. I would say money, the powerless, let's say the government, reaching beyond its the way they're supposed to be. You're supposed to help you, not supposed to just pretty much kill you. But that's the beauty of bureaucracy, I would say. And also the fact that we are actually too many. It's because, like I say, this number right here, 5 fertility rate in 1955. Like I say, you are two type of selfish people: those who don't want to have kids, and those who have too many kids. So I will. That's why it's better to stay around between, like I say, 1 to 2 kids. It's enough. You take well care of them. But like I say, when the government is not gonna be that much involved in the personal life of their citizens, then probably gonna see some good changes. Until then, I highly doubt that. So yeah, to answer the question, because I saw a lot of comments why you think people don't have kids, and I see even on YouTube a lot of videos starts to coming on this question. That's my take on this. Tell me what you think, if I see it in the wrong way, or probably you see better than me. Tell me, and also see how exactly it's in your country. Is it better? Is it worse? The numbers, how they look, especially in your actually life. See, like I say, I always say that inverse pyramid. Your grandparents have more kids than you. Your parents have more kids than you. You have no kids whatsoever. So, starting from that, I would like to hear about you, and tell me how exactly it's in your country, how many sisters you have, and how many kids actually you have. So, can I actually see a comparison between generations?